What's good, fam? What's good? I.O.B.A. I'm TC. This is the second video I'm shooting today because I got something else I want to talk about, and I don't like making my videos too long. So I checked out Jason Black, the Black Authority, over the weekend. He talked about that cop, I think he's in Minnesota, that shot that white woman, right? He got charged with murder. He got found guilty. He gonna have to do 12 years, and they gave the white woman $20 million. White woman's family $20 million. They did that shit quick too. That was because a black dude, a black officer, shot somebody white. So they made sure that the system worked for the benefit of the citizen in that situation, in that sequence. Usually it take 4 or 5 tries, and the cop usually gets off, and the family of the person that shot, they get thrown some breadcrumbs, a couple of $1 million here, $2 or $3 million there, but nothing like what happened here. Nothing like what happened with this Mohamed Noor guy up in Minnesota and that white woman. So tell me again how black lives and white lives are the same. Anybody with two brain cells to rub together knows that in this country, hell, in the whole world, white lives are way more valuable than black lives. And if this don't prove it to y'all, nothing will. If this doesn't prove it, nothing will. And this is what Jason Black was talking about the other night. And, you know, some people have a tough time listening to Jason Black because he kind of rough on motherfuckers. Especially if you try to call into the show and you ain't ready, he gonna talk shit to you and then he gonna hang up. A lot of people can't handle that. You know, so I give you what basically what he was talking about. What he was talking about was how black families, you know, get a settlement, say $2 or $3 million. They average about $2 or $3 million. Sometimes they get 5 or 6. Sometimes they get 1 or 2. And he talked about what they actually get home with after taxes and lawyers' fees. And it's usually about 1/3 of what the announced settlement is. In other words, if they, you know, say, you know, you got $1 million, half of it's taxes, 1/3 of it's lawyers, you might get home with, you know, $250,000, right? That's what you might get home with after all said and done. And those are how the settlements break down when you're talking about when black people get killed by police officers. Oh yeah, and the cop usually gets off scot-free or is fired but hired by another police department somewhere else or something like that. And anywhere, in other words, rarely, if ever, does the cop go to jail. Rarely. I ain't saying they never go to jail, but rarely do they go to jail for killing a black person, an unarmed black person. Rarely. But everybody knows this by now. Right? So he talked about that. But the white woman, she got $20 million. Now, after you do all of the math, she'll probably walk away with $10 or $15 million of that. That is enough to set her family up with generational wealth. You know, if they play their cards right, nobody in her family have to work hard again. Now, that's because a black cop shot a white woman. And I think something like that happened, I want to say in Georgia somewhere, where these 2 black cops shot up this car and there was a little one inside. And the little baby got killed, or the child got killed. And these 2 guys got sent to jail for a long time. And they probably paid off that family too. I'd have to, you know, look into that, but yeah. So when you're a black cop, you got to be careful that you don't do the shit that the white boys do. And it's always like that in the workplace. Black people, we can't never do what the white people do. Never. And the minute you start thinking you can do what the white boys do, that's the minute they get rid of your ass. And Jason Black talked about that. Go listen to the first, I guess the podcast was an hour and a half, 2 hours, whatever it was. Go listen to the podcast from the other night on Mohamed Noor from Minnesota, the cop that shot that white woman. Go check that shit out. But I like I said, I give you the condensed version, and I'm not gonna insult anybody or tell people they stupid when they try to call in and don't have their shit together. Yeah, because that's not the kind of person I am. But it is indicative of the justice system in this country and how fucked up it is. And it's always been like that. It's always been like that. Black cops ain't allowed to do shit like that to white people. They just not. They never have been. They never have been. You know. But anyway, that's it for that one. I'm going to go ahead and do this workout. I've been laying off for a while because, I don't know, after you get old, you got to take it easy on your joints and stuff. So you have to take frequent layoffs. But anyway, I'm back in the gym, training hard and trying to maintain my weight really, and trying to stay healthy so I can get to my Social Security. That's what I'm trying to get. Anyway, that's it for now, y'all. TC, and I'm out.